the end of Atheist Republic news, new incorrect YouTube strike. So on June 25th, Atheist Republic's YouTube channel received its first strike for allegedly violating the platform's hate speech policy. On the same day, we received notice that our reapplication to YouTube's monetization program was rejected. In this strike, YouTube flagged a video in which the AR news team, that would be us, discussed a story about an English woman who had been stripped of her citizenship as a result of joining.
Be careful. Be careful.
I know.
Not to, yeah. No,
as a
okay.
result
I just
of
wanted
joining
to be very careful today. Okay, go ahead.
As the result of joining a radical group. This video did not violate any policies regarding promoting hate and was actually made to defend the right to due process. The result of YouTube's actions against our channel is that Atheist Republic can no longer cover the controversial stories that are most important for people to discuss openly and thoughtfully. These erroneous strikes and unsuccessful appeals highlight the importance of a human review of the penalization that Atheist Republic faces. So, if you work at YouTube or know someone in your network who works at YouTube, please reach out to Atheist Republic's CEO. That would be me via my email, Susanna@atheistrepublic.com. And Susanna is spelled Susanna.
Yeah, I have the email here in case that's the correct email, right? Yes. So please contact Susanna if you want to help us. I just wanted to be extra careful today because this thing has gone insane. Like, this is why I tell I tell everybody that we need to be careful about the language we use and the things that we say, because YouTube has gone so hypersensitive that we can't even report on the news on the things that are happening. Like, we're not endorsing any of these things. We're just telling you what's happening. Okay. And guys, the strike on this video, by the way, this is why the reason why we're streaming this news right now on my personal channel, because we have been blocked from streaming on Atheist Republic on the main Atheist Republic YouTube channel. That's why on YouTube right now, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're seeing it on my own personal Armin Navabi channel. So please, if you usually follow Atheist Republic on our Atheist Republic's YouTube channel, please follow my own personal channel as well, so you get our streams. Link is in the description. But guys, this video that we just got a strike for was so not hate speech. Like, it was the least hate speechy of all our videos. The reason why I'm saying this was the least hate speechy of all our videos was because we were defending minority rights against the wishes of a lot of our audience. Like, we were defending the human rights of a Muslim woman against our audience. We were defending the fact that she should be able to maintain her citizenship, right? We were being less hateful towards this person than the UK government. The UK government was stripping away her citizenship, and we were on the side of human rights, and we were like, she should get punishment, but she shouldn't have her human rights, she shouldn't have her citizenship taken away from her. No matter how bad her crime is, she should come to UK and get judged and then get maybe prison sentence or whatever, but taking away someone's citizenship away from them is against human rights. This is a video that was defending a Muslim woman, and this was marked as hate speech. And then, guys, we have a video showing the video to you on Twitch. Link is in the description. Link of this video is in the description. We reviewed the video, right? So you can see me and Susanna here. We went through the appeal process. We showed you the video. We covered it on from beginning to end to show you what we said. If you don't believe that this was not hate speech, please take a look. And please look at how we went through the appeal process. We did this just a few hours ago, right? And within minutes, guys, look at this. Like,
we did this before the show, and within less than an hour, it was rejected.
Yes, like, it's already rejected. Guys, when we submitted the appeal, okay, the time it took for them to reject it was not enough for them to watch the video. There is no way they went through an appeal process, because we told them that this video was, it's impossible. Like, guys, we're not exaggerating. Like, if just judge, don't believe me. Look in the link in the description. It's at the very bottom of the description, okay? We go through the video. And by the way, the video is on Twitch, so when you're watching the video, also follow us on Twitch. Watch the video. It's insane to think that video was hate speech. It's absolutely insane. This is a video of us defending a Muslim woman, defending a person that belongs to a minority group. We're defending her human rights, and it's marked as hate speech. We get a strike. We can't stream. We can't post videos, and then we appeal it. And the person that was going through the appeal process is like, they didn't review our case, because there's no way they watched a 30-minute video, because the appeal was rejected in 5 minutes. All right, unless it's insane. And again, you can see this is the second strike that we got. The first strike that we got was also about something that we were fighting against, misinformation about certain, I'm not even going to say it. You could just read it on the screen. And YouTube assumed that we're spreading the misinformation. We were fighting against the misinformation. I'm not even going to read it, because YouTube is so crazy that if I say those words, YouTube might think I'm saying those things, right? So I'm not going to say it. But we were a group of people were spreading misinformation. We were reporting it. We were fighting against it, and we got a strike claiming that we were doing the thing that the news was happening in the news. We weren't doing the thing that was happening in the news. We were reporting the thing that was happening in the news. And then we appealed that. That was in June 2021. And this one is in June 20. Oh, no, they're all. Wait, how is this possible? Yeah, I don't think this date is right. I don't know.
No, it happened in March.
Yeah, this is wrong. I don't know. So, but that one was also rejected immediately, okay? And now, and guys, we can't even post in our community tab. So we can't even tell our followers on Atheist Republic what's happening and where we are right now. So we just can't do anything on our Atheist Republic main account. And they completely cut access to our audience to even tell them what's happening and where we are at. This is why you guys need to subscribe to our newsletter, by the way. Please subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description, because they could cut us off from here and we have no access to you. So please make sure you're subscribed to our newsletter, because we are considering, like, right now we're not talking about anything with regards to, again, the first strike that we got. Like, that topic is not going to be covered anymore, because this is the insanity. Like, we can't even fight against conspiracy theories, because YouTube is going to think like we're saying them, right? And now these radical groups, anything that is about these radical groups, we're not going to cover that anymore as well, because just reporting the news makes it seem like we're doing hate speech, apparently, okay? So we're going to stay away from talking about radical groups, and soon maybe we're not going to even touch on anything LGBT related. At some point, if we get close to getting so many strikes like this, we might even completely cancel the news segment and just do, like, talk about ideas and history and mythology and religion, because this, like, YouTube is suffocating us. It's suffocating us. Like, the areas that we could talk about is like, and by the way, this is because we're a smaller, like, some people are like, oh, Armin, how could this be possible? These channels talk about it and it doesn't happen, nothing happens to them. Well, bigger channels it's easier for them to appeal these things because they get a lot more attention from YouTube, right? We're not a big channel, so our appeals is not taken seriously. Guys, please watch the video of me, like, on Twitch, link in the description at the very bottom, of me and Susanna going through the appeal process and watching the video and doing the appeal process. Please watch the video, because if this, I told Susanna in that video, maybe I'm so biased that I'm actually promoting hate speech and I don't know. Like, guys, go look at this video. If this is hate speech, please tell me. Maybe I'm so biased. Maybe I'm so blind to what promoting hate speech is. I am even ready to be so skeptical to consider the fact that maybe I am so blind and so internally biased that I'm promoting hate speech, that I'm ready to completely be, reevaluate my entire thought process if somebody could show me how that was hate speech. Somebody please look at this video and tell me how it's hate speech. And if it's not hate speech, please find us somebody on YouTube. And again, email Susanna I posted a link to Susanna's email again. Where is it? Here in the live chat. Okay, please, if you guys, a lot of, we don't need advice. We know the advice. Here's the advice. We need a contact in YouTube. Don't tell us, like, a lot of people think like, oh, do this, do this. You guys don't know how YouTube works. Okay, we know that the only thing that could help us right now is a contact on YouTube, and you subscribing to our newsletter in the description. Okay, so subscribe to our newsletter so we don't lose touch from you. But also, please, if you know somebody from YouTube we don't even need them to be biased for us. Any objective review of these videos could see that these strikes are unjustified. Anybody that spends even 5 minutes looking at what's happening here can see that our demonetization was completely unjustified and these strikes are completely unjustified. Please get us a contact on YouTube. Rivka, you had your hand up.
I was going to say, I think part of it feels like to me, and it sounds like you're expressing some of the same frustration, is that we can't even know what it is the definition of hate speech is, according to them, in order to know whether we've supposedly done it, because it's so amorphous, it seems like, to me. Every time it's happened, it just seems like it's this almost amorphous thing that the goalposts shift all the time, and you don't know. There's no way to know, and there's no way to not engage in it at some point if you talk about anything, is what I'm trying to say, from the impression that it feels like from all of this, that there doesn't seem to be an actual definition that anyone can tell you.
Well, that's what's so frustrating, is that there is a very specific definition on their website. I reviewed this very thoroughly. Like, last night, I have 7 paragraphs written about this whole situation, like picking through this like lore. I made a 6-page document about this one night because they give very clear examples of what they consider hate speech, and all of those examples are explicitly talking about the superiority or inferiority of various groups on the basis of identity categories that are totally defined by YouTube. The thing is, and I have no problem with that policy, I have a problem with the enforcement. I think that's what you're getting at, Rivka.
That is what I'm getting at. They have this definition, but yet it doesn't feel like when they act on it that there is a definition, or that the definition just changes based on whomever is looking at the particular post. But yes, it's exactly what I'm getting at.
Guys,
I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys, this is not a definition issue, okay? Because this is not at all a definition issue. There is, if you actually watch the video, link in the description, me and Susanna go, there is absolutely no definition. Like, even the most leftist, I mean, I'm telling you, even the wokest of all woke people, if they watch this video, they were like, they can see that not only this is not hate speech, this is the exact opposite of anything that could be considered hate speech. This is promoting the rights of a minority group of people, like a Muslim woman, okay? This is this is something that anybody who likes hate speech, the people who actually do hate speech, hates the video that we made. This is a video that will make anybody that does hate speech, if they watch my opinions on that video, will make them extremely angry. Like, this is not about, like, oh, maybe it's because YouTube's definition of hate speech is different. No, anybody on YouTube, if they actually have a human, not an algorithm, anybody on YouTube looking, actually, we don't have, people think like, oh, they're biased against us. No, they're not biased against us. They haven't looked at our videos. I'm telling you, even the most aggressive standards against hate speech, even with the people with the most aggressive standards against hate speech, if they just spend a few minutes watching this, there is no way they would consider this hate speech. Nobody is biased against us. They're just not spending any time looking at this, okay? And also, I want to mention a bunch of other things. People are mentioning lawsuits in the live chat. Guys, this is I'm telling you, any of the solutions that you're offering, it's not going to work. I'm not going to get into details of why that's not going to work. We need a contact in YouTube. That's the only solution. Don't tell, like, this is not going to be a winning lawsuit or anything like that. You guys are completely, like, off track of what YouTube can do. This is not lawsuit related. Like people are like, oh, we're losing revenue, so this could be lawsuit related. No, there's no agreement in YouTube that makes them guarantee us a revenue. Like they don't have. This is not about us suing them for doing this to us. I'm telling you, based on YouTube's own standards, if anyone of their staff actually looks at this, these strikes will be removed. Don't tell us, oh, YouTube is doing something wrong. No, YouTube is not doing anything. They're not even looking at our videos, okay? So don't tell me lawsuit. Just get somebody to just look at these videos. And there are other people who are saying that, oh, this happened to other channels and it happened to this channel. No, it hasn't. Like what you guys are describing is one video getting demonetized or this video. People like, you guys are comparing this to other like, I'm telling you what's the way our channel is being treated. I follow a lot of other people's complaints about YouTube. No channel is being treated the way our channel is being treated. You guys are comparing these strikes on our channel on other YouTubers complaining about being demonetized on some of their videos. This is completely different. Okay, it would be our dream if we get 90% of our videos demonetized, because if 90% of our videos are being demonetized, that means our channel is monetized and that we don't have strikes. Our entire channel has been demonetized. Okay, so here are the different levels for the people who don't understand how YouTube works, okay? Usually when you get some complaints from other YouTubers, they're like, oh, I'm not going to cover this topic because this topic gets demonetized. That's not our problem. The second level up after that, like let's say, like for example, your channel is monetized, but certain topics get demonetized. That happens to everybody. We're not complaining about that. Okay, that's usually the complaint that you get from YouTubers. The YouTubers that are complaining about that, they're so spoiled because we're at the end of this, and I'm gonna go. So that's level one. Level one is so mild and happens to everybody. Level two is our entire channel was completely demonetized for hateful conduct, okay? So it's not certain videos on Atheist Republic that is demonetized. Our entire channel has completely been demonetized because our channel has been considered to be a promoter of hate speech. That's level two, okay? We're not at level two. Atheist Republic is not at level two. We're at level three. We're getting our second strike. This means like you can't even stream. You can't even upload. You can't even post anything on your community tab, okay? This is like, oh, and we're about to completely delete your channel. So don't go like, oh yeah, it happened to other YouTube. No, it hasn't. Show me the other channels that are being treated like this. The ones that don't actually promote hate speech. Me and Susanna watch some right-leaning channels and they're extremely racist. And I'm like, and they're completely monetized. Not only they do not have strikes, they have join buttons next to them. And they're saying things that are absolutely outright racist. And I'm like, how are these channels monetized? We're a channel that is fighting against racism and hate speech, and we're being struck by, like, we're getting strikes that says that we're promoting hate speech. And there are these channels that are promoting hate speech, and they have 1 million subscribers, and they're getting hundreds of thousands of views on each one of their videos, and they have join buttons like in our faces right there, and like they're not only they don't have strikes, they're fully monetized. How is this even possible? Why are we being treated like this? We're an anti-hate speech channel. We're the channel that goes against Islam while promoting the human rights of Muslims. We have been fighting for the human rights of Muslims more than most Islamic channels. This atheist channel that you're watching has been supporting Muslim rights while fighting Islam more than the average Islamic channel. Go look at the Islamic channel. Which Islamic channels goes after the rights of Muslims in India and Muslims in China and the Yemeni people? Which Muslim channel supports their rights more than us? Like, where is the hate speech? Where the hell is the hate speech? Show me the hate speech. I mean, go, guys. This is the video. Please go watch that video. Link is in the description. Please go watch it and tell me, because, guys, if this video actually promotes hate speech, we have a bigger issue. Okay, because that means that my mind is completely broken. Like, forget the channel. I have to go question everything, that my understanding of how everything works. Like, I must have a crisis of internal crisis of logic if I'm actually promoting hate speech without knowing it. Like, I have a bigger problem than not being able to stream on Atheist Republic. I have to think like my mind is broken. Like, you guys have to show me that I'm promoting hate speech so I know how flawed my methodology of coming up with conclusions are. Anyways, Susanna.
I mean, I don't know. I just want to talk about like how discouraging this is. Like, we work really hard on this show. Like, there's so many more people besides just me, Armin, and Rivka who work on this show. So many people come together in our community to make this happen. And it's really heartbreaking to me that we have to honestly consider just like ending our biggest show that is a huge draw for a lot and really enjoyed by a lot of our community. Because we're just being strangled for reasons we don't understand. And it obviously disincentivizes us from talking about stuff that's really important for us to talk about. And discourages other people from getting involved in speaking out about things that they think are wrong on issues that they think that are important. And yeah, it's a really big bummer for me.
Right. By the way, guys, this video that you're watching is me and Susanna just going through the video and watching it to see maybe if we had hate speech. So I just went, and right now I went into the description and I added the link to that video. Please go watch it and tell us how is this hate speech. Again, I'm posting the link one more time in the live chat. Go while you're there, because this video is on Twitch. Please follow us on Twitch. We didn't put this video on YouTube because obviously we might get another strike. So just go look at it and tell us how is this hate speech. And again, while you're in the description, please subscribe to our newsletter as well. It's important for us to be able to have some audience if all of our platform gets completely nuked. The newsletter is where we're going to be staying in touch with you. So please stay there. And one more time, again, please email Susanna. You saw her email, Susanna@atheistrepublic.com. I will put it again. If you have any contacts, guys, again, there's no other solution. There's no other solution other than finding somebody on YouTube that actually takes a look at this, okay? We're not even against YouTube's community guidelines, okay? YouTube community guidelines, it needs to be there to make the public safe based on their own terms, based on their own rules. If you actually look at what we're doing the opposite of what we're being accused of, okay? So again, one more time, this is Susanna's email. Please email her if you have a contact at Atheist Republic.
Based on the examples that they gave on their own website of violations of their hate speech policy, we don't even talk about her protected characteristics.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even talk about the groups that she's a part of that could be subject to harmful speech. We don't, like, that's not even the focus of what we're talking about.
We're just discussing the law. We're talking
about the law.
Yeah, we're just talking whether certain laws are justified or not. We're not even, we didn't even talk about a group of people. Like, we didn't even mention any group of people. And if you think that individual was being used as an excuse to about a group of people, well, then we were defending her. So we were like, if you think like we were doing a dog whistle by mentioning a group of people by using an individual, well, that group of people, if that's what we were doing, then the dog whistle was us protecting her. Then we were protecting that identity group, then I guess. So how is it hate speech? God damn it. Like, what, how, like, guys, why is it making it so difficult? We just want to build an audience and build a community. We don't even need a large community. We're okay where we're at. Just let us have this. We're just making an environment where we could share ideas with certain people, but you're making it so difficult. Like, we're not even complaining against your rules. We're like, okay, this is your house. This is your platform. These are your rules. We want to abide by the rules, but you're not letting us abide by the rules. We're doing the things that are completely in line with the rules. In fact, it seems like to be in line with promoting the things that you are for. And we're getting strikes. Like, you're not welcoming us. Again, it's because we're not that big of a channel. Or the most bigger channels know somebody, like, because another thing is about bigger channels is because they have a giant audience. If something bad happens to them, there's somebody, like even when they get a strike, okay, because they're a big channel, there's somebody in their audience that knows somebody that works at YouTube, okay? So when we appeal to, that's why they manage to undo. Like, yes, bigger channels sometimes get strikes, but somehow they manage to remove it. Somehow somebody at YouTube looks at it. If it was unjustified, usually they get removed, okay? But because their audience is so big that when they mention this to their audience, the likelihood of somebody in the audience be working at YouTube, or at least knowing somebody that works on YouTube, is very high, right? So this is why we have to appeal to our audience a lot more by saying, like, please, if you know somebody, please reach out to us, because that's the way to get out of this nonsense, right? Anyways, let me see. Oh, guys, please, guys, do not suggest for us to stream in other places. Nowhere can we build, like, guys, if we start from scratch, we will never get to come to the place we're at. You guys have no idea what goes into building a community, okay? You have no idea what work goes into building a community, especially now with the level of content out there. If we start somewhere else from scratch, like, that's not a good suggestion. Guys, I'm telling you guys, if you think like you're suggesting something new, we have considered everything. Okay, the only two things that is helpful right now is to subscribe to our newsletter and find the content on YouTube. Don't be like, oh, go to this place. Guys, nowhere can you build an audience like YouTube, okay, when it comes to long videos like this, okay? And even if you could, starting from scratch in this environment will never get us to the level that we are right now. That is not a suggestion. I'm telling you, if you think you have a suggestion, we have gone through everything. The only thing right now we need is for us to find the contact YouTube. There's no other way. There's no other way out of this. So we're like, oh, Armin, have you considered this? Yes, we have considered all of it. There's no other way. So please just help us. No, guys, no, none of the, no, I'm not even gonna, no, none of the things that you're saying is distracting from the actual solution. Okay, you're like, oh, you maybe use this person, maybe do that person. You're like, we have considered everything. You're distracting. I'm telling you, you're distracting from the actual solution. There's only two things that is important right now. Be subscribed to our newsletter. Please help us find the contact. Email Susanna if you have a contact at YouTube. Those are the only two suggestions that make sense. Anything else that you're suggesting, yes, we have considered it. Yes, but it's unreasonable. It's not going to help us get anywhere. Okay. Yeah, okay, there we go. Correct, Armin. YouTube is the big dog. You need to fight this, otherwise it would be starting over, and that is a long call. Yeah. All right, guys. If somebody emails Susanna with an actual, connection, and thank you so much. You have no idea. And guys, this is this is also not one thing else I want to make it clear to everybody. This is not about monetization, okay? We would be fine if our channel remains demonetized, as long as we get to keep the channel on stream there, okay? Thanks to our patrons, okay? Let me just tell you, I'm being very transparent with you guys, okay? Thanks to our patrons, we are at a place right now where we are financially secure, okay? Whoever is our patron at Atheist Republic, you guys are responsible for making us not have to worry about money, okay? So the fact that we are demonetized, we don't care, okay? We don't, I mean, if we ever get monetized again, that's just bonus, okay? That would be great, okay? But we don't, it doesn't matter, okay? We're not here to make unlimited money, okay? The money that we're making from Patreon right now is enough to keep us above water. So if you're a Patreon, you're responsible for us not having to worry about the fact that we're demonetized, and thank you so much for that, okay? So, but we want to just be able to be in touch with you guys, okay? We want to just keep our audience, okay? So even, guys, here, let me tell you this. Even if our entire channel gets nuked and we lose every of our platform, right? Because we have of our Patreon and your support, we will still be able to survive and continue. But we just want to be able to talk to you guys and be in touch with you guys and stream to you guys. This is not about us, this is not about trying to remain financially viable. We're just emotionally attached to you guys, okay? We just want to be able to stream and talk to you guys and create content for you guys, okay? So keep us, if YouTube want to keep us demonetized, keep us demonetized. It's fine. Just let us stream. Just let us talk to our people. All right, anyways, I'm going to end. Yeah, AJ is saying, thank you, patrons. Your support is very much appreciated. Yes, thank you, guys. And again, guys, honestly, like, I know this goes against marketing. Like, any more Patreon on this is just bonus, okay? Like, I'm not gonna act like, oh, guys, become patrons, because if you don't become patrons, we're gonna go bankrupt. Right now, the Patreon level is at a place where we're stable. I'm just being fully transparent with you. So any new patrons is not a patron that we need. Any patron is, if any new patron is a patron that is just let us do more things, okay? So I'm being very transparent. Even with the demonetization, the Patreon level, we're already at the place where we're feeling very secure. We just want to be able to keep our audience, okay? Okay, Susan, do you want to add anything before I go?
Not really.
Oh, Blank name is saying, oh, Armin admitting he loves us. All right. Susanna is very demotivated because she works a lot. Okay, guys, I have to say something else, okay? Susanna puts a lot of work in Atheist Republic. Oh, I'm sorry, Sus. And she feels very, I'm sorry. And this is just very demotivating for this to be the result of all her work. You have no idea what she does behind the scene, okay? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. So, like, guys, you have no idea the amount of work, the amount of organization, the amount of love that she puts in the writing and managing, putting our legal, financial, legal staffing, everything in order. Like, she's a machine. She's a machine. And she doesn't get a lot of recognition. Like, I'm the only one that tells her how amazing her work is, because nobody else sees what she's doing. Like, you have no idea how efficient this woman is and how much work she puts in it. Like, I go to sleep and I wake up and she has like 9 pages of detailed, like, when it comes to the strike, you guys have to see the document that she has created and what we need to do to fight this, to go against the fight against the strike. Like, the level of organization and detail and planning. I'm like, is this like a work of like a week? And she's like, no, I did this in one evening. Like, but it's insane. Like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes she's like, yeah, there might be like 10 Susannas behind that camera that she's hiding 9 of them. But then when YouTube comes and says, like, I don't know, you don't get to stream, that you are for hate speech, like, you guys, like, tells us that we are promoting hate speech, where our entire channel is built around exactly the opposite of that. Like, our entire agenda is to fight hate. Our agenda is to show even our side, how you could be extremely anti-religion while loving religious people. Like, we are not just fighting against religion, we're also trying to normalize being on the side of religious people in our own camp while fighting religion. Like, we're fighting hate on all sides. We're fighting hate on our own camp. This is a channel dedicated to also stop the hate from atheists against religious people. This is what our goal is, anti-hate. And we are so passionate about this goal. We are so driven in promoting less hate. And then not only we are told that you don't get to make more content, that you don't get to stream, the reasoning for that is that you are promoting hate. Like, what? That's such a blow to, like, how insulting is that? But this is how YouTube is encouraging its content creators. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry, Suze. I didn't mean to make you cry.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry for getting teary. I'm a little emotionally exhausted from this, and also getting that public recognition just makes me emotional. Even if there were different circumstances, that would still make me emotional.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. By the way, Sus, a lot of people are giving you a lot of love
Oh,
and
I
support.
know. Thank you, live chat. You guys are so nice. Oh, this is the best thing I could hear right now, actually. Blank name is saying, I used to hold bigoted views against religious people. You guys have shown me that I can hate religion without hating people. Thank you.
Oh,
I needed to hear that so badly.
oh, thank you, Blank.
Hey guys, if you're a fan of Blasphemy and Sexy Callie, you know, like me, then you need to be sure to subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description below. Because if you subscribe, we will send you a free copy of our Blasphemous Art ebook. And let me tell you, it is the tastiest blasphemy that you can find anywhere available today. And we are so generous with our blasphemy that we continue to send you more blasphemy every week. So make sure to subscribe, link in the description below.